Well, thank you, Abhishek, for helping my project. Could you say a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Abhishek and I'm working here for an oil and gas company, Occidental. Um, I've been here in US since 2007. I came here to do masters in GIS and did my PhD in environmental science. Since then, I'm in the GIS industry, so in the oil and gas sector, currently working for Oxy.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, thanks.
And well, I wanted to talk to you about geology in other places besides the Earth. I guess first of all, did you know? Well, what do you think about Chandrayaan-3 landing on the moon this week?
So it's really, first of all, I'm really proud of this mission that's kind of successful, and it made all Indians, first of all, proud for this, and in general, it's a great achievement for science. So it's a great achievement.
It made non-Indians proud too.
Yeah, no.
I'll tell you that.
No. I mean, it's definitely. It's like that's why it's to the whole community.
It was really an amazing achievement, and seeing those first pictures of the rover go down the platform, and the pictures of the moon,
Exactly.
and just everything is
Yes.
you know, I think the whole world was cheering.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah.
Well, NASA is also planning to go to the moon with humans again for the first time since 1972. I was wondering if you had heard about this.
Little bit, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be super exciting, and I mean, it's what I feel is like in the moon that is one place where there is a huge scope and it's possible to explore life. I mean, that's my belief.
And you know, we'll need like GIS specialists to kind of map out all the resources and all the information.
Yeah, so that's what we do. I mean, definitely for its surface of Earth in GIS, it's all related to, I mean, the same thing. I mean, once we explore things on moon, that's where I think the future of GIS will be.
It'd be amazing. The whole solar system mapped out. Every single, gram of
so
resource.
moon, and I think next would be Mars.
And whenever you think like 200 years in the future, do you see a future where like humanity actually branches out and has people living in all these places just like they do here on Earth?
I mean, yeah, it is. I don't know, the way the science is progressing right now. Recently, I mean, in past couple of years, you have seen like AI, how the AI has progressed or advanced so much. Even right now, since few months, I've been using ChatGPT, but the power of all those things, all the AI stuff right now is so high that, I mean, you never know where science is going and how fast it is going, right? So I'm pretty sure next 15 years we will have something for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Have you been using ChatGPT 4?
Oh yeah. So yeah, I definitely use it. I mean, it has its pros and cons. It is for you how you use it, right? So to create ideas, you already have ideas, but you need to use those powers, I mean, in the right way. And yeah, I mean, I've been using it pretty much.
I was just using it today. I had a homework assignment, figure out how long it takes to use the least amount of energy to go from Earth to Mars.
Okay.
And so, I had it explain to me the question. There's parts of it I didn't understand. Had it explain me that. It's like really neat.
Exactly. Even in right now at work, I mean, a lot of times when you deal with different business units, you don't know the terminology and you don't have that much time. You need to respond quick, right? So learning on the go, if you do it by through Google, it's gonna take time for you to now read it. So this ChatGPT is kind of gives you a summary of that, right? You definitely need to do some background study once it pops it out. I mean, you just need to QC it before you send it out. But yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like very convincingly incorrect.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it gives you an answer very confidently, but it doesn't exist, right?
I've been having it like I'm like, can write a program that does this, and
Yeah.
it gives me code.
Yeah.
I put that code in, then I get an error.
Error.
I put the error back in ChatGPT. Says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to tell you."
Yeah.
And it goes on. It's kind
Yeah,
of
and
funny.
that's the same thing. Sometimes once you understand how ChatGPT actually is a pre-trained model. That means it has been trained on already existing information, right? So once you know how it responds, you are in one way training it.
That's right.
And you're saying, okay, this is it, these are the 5-10 criteria, I want you to frame things around it, right? And it gives you an answer. If something is missing, then you train it again, add this to it, modify it, this, make it in 500 words, right? That way.
Yeah, tell me how you got there. What were the steps? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
you kind of
Exactly.
ask it like
And a
this.
lot of times, I mean, at work, you have to give some scope of work, right? You have to do some technical summaries. Lot of those things, I mean, it definitely is useful. I mean, you already have that knowledge and information, but it refines it, right? It makes it more professional, I'll say.
That's true. And I mean, you could say, "Give me a business proposal that rhymes."
Yeah. Those fun things. And again, this chat GPT is just one, but things have advanced in all directions, right? You have AI for creating the whole presentations, right? PowerPoint presentation. You have AI for creating those music notes. You have AI for creating the image itself. It becomes your own creativity. You are just putting it in text and it creates out as an image, right? And then you refine it. Maybe it is the first step for you to make it more creative.
It's like you're a manager with
Yeah.
like 1,000 people working for you.
Yeah.
And you just have to like say the right words to get them to do the right thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's exciting, and that is where your original question is like, do you think? And I'm pretty sure the way science is advancing right now, I won't be surprised that in soon, I mean maybe 15 years or so, we will have at least some decent progress.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And if you could, would you take a trip to space?
If I can afford. Because initially once it happens, it will be the people who can afford it, right? That will be like, there will be tears, okay? So we will probably, before we kind of retire completely, we may have a chance.
It's just, I don't know if you've seen what SpaceX is doing in like Brownsville with like the Starship.
Yeah.
I mean, so they're talking about this rocket could launch 3 times a day.
Yeah.
It could take you from Houston to India in 30 minutes.
I have like heard all those details, and I mean SpaceX have all those missions as well, as like, I mean, that is the direction it is going, right? So,
Well, Abhishek, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.